Tell me, Mr. Franklin, have you ever known anyone with Alzheimer's?
Well, no.
By the end, all my father could do was ask why my mother wasn't at home. And each time I told him she was dead, I had to watch him take that loss like a car wreck. 200,000 men and women develop Alzheimer's each year. What if you could end all that suffering with a single pill? Give me till Monday morning, 48 hours. I'll give you results that'll skyrocket your stock price, or I'll help you pack the lab myself.
Word travels fast about why you're here and all.
So was that the Gen 1 that escaped?
That little guy, no way. Those are the normals. These three are the test sharks. Welcome to Aquatic Dive. Living below is like living in space. You don't get very many mistakes. Besides the half a mile of catwalks, you've bought us titanium-based fencing around all the lagoon and pens. There are 3 sub-levels. Sub-level 1 is living quarters, 2, wet lab and workshops, and 3, engineering and airlocked wet entry. Beneath its glassy surface, a world of gliding monsters.
Did someone order the fish?
What is God's creation?
Oh, not his. Ours.
Deep Blue Sea was a science fiction horror film released in 1999 on a $60 million budget that grossed $73 million in the United States and an overall gross worldwide of $164 million. It was produced by Village Roadshow Pictures and distributed by Warner Brothers. It was directed by Rennie Harlin of Cliffhanger and Die Hard 2 fame, starring Saffron Burrows, most notably known now for The Bank Job, and Wing Commander. It also starred Thomas Jane, who went on to play The Punisher, LL Cool J, who is a rap OG, starred in Halloween H2O, and is overall a horror film veteran now. Samuel L. Jackson, who as we all know is Samuel Mother Effin' Jackson, Stellan Skarsgård, who went on to star in Exorcist The Beginning, and Michael Rappaport, who is overall a awesome, hilarious human being who's gone on to YouTube stardom now, and I love best in the film Copland. The film centers around a group of scientists who are working against the clock to find a cure for Alzheimer's through the research done on the brains of mako sharks. However, due to the side effects of the experiments, the sharks have become smarter and they hatch a plan against their creators. after a test shark escapes and makes the newspapers. The CEO of the company putting up the money for the scientists to run these experiments threatens to shut the project down until the head of the project tells him that she can provide results that will send their stock prices through the roof. He agrees and meets with the team to see the results for himself on the research facility Aquatica. All seems to go to plan after a successful test of the research done on one of the sharks, until the largest test shark turns on one of the scientists and bites his arm off, causing a chain of events that leads to the sharks breaking free and causing the research facility to sink with every second that goes by. The research team must now find a way to get out of the floating death trap before the sharks make their way to them. First things first, I have a long history with this film. When I was growing up, I was obsessed with sharks, and I was a huge fan of the Jaws series, 1, 2, 3, and yes, even 4. I was reading all the books I could on sharks, and I even read the Jaws novel by Peter Benchley. In 1999, there was no chance of a new Jaws film coming out, and to this day, in 2018, there still isn't. But lucky for me, in 1999, the next best thing came out, Deep Blue Sea. A good shark film is a hard thing to come by under any circumstances, and I begged my father to take me to it, and again, lucky for me, he was game. To put it lightly, I had the time of my life in the cinema watching this film, as did the audience. They jumped up and down with each twist and turn like a shark fin, going left, right, up and down, or doing the Konami code. This film left a really big impression on me as I left the cinema. I just kept thinking about it and I was picturing sequels. Now, I must warn you, if you have not seen this film before, I have spoilers ahead. Make sure you finish this film before you watch this video. Alright, did you pause? Did you stop? Alright, good. We can keep going. Alright, one more chance. Are you sure? Did you finish? Alright, good. When Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten by the sharks, I must speak to you as a witness to this. I saw this in person. The audience lost their minds. No one, and I repeat, no one saw it coming. And still to this day, Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson getting eaten by those sharks is one of the greatest surprises I or anyone else has ever seen in a film. Although this film, on paper, is a total B movie, and yes, it is that, this is one of the finest popcorn flicks to ever come out this side of Jaws. The plot is ridiculous, but it's effectively executed with a balanced sense of realism and all-out fun. The characters are relatable, and you want to see them get out thanks to the efforts of the talented cast. Thomas Jane does a great job as the straight man who is relied on as the hero. LL Cool J is awesome as the wise-mouthed, God-fearing, egg-cooking chef who, in the end, is the true wild card against the sharks. And of course, we are also given a fantastic mad scientist to hate in Saffron Burrows, who puts her research over her human counterparts' lives, and in the end, is given her just desserts. The best asset this film has going for it is the pace, the music, and the genuine surprises that make up for the sometimes weak CGI that honestly doesn't always hold up that well throughout the film. However, the film manages to still go against the grain in certain areas of plot, and in the end, Deep Blue Sea is a film that will leave you with a smile on your face every time you watch it. Whenever you are looking for a great popcorn flick to watch, look no further than Deep Blue Sea.
Is that a goddamn shark broke through that door?
I expect so.
You expect so? Huh. Well. Am I the only asshole down here who thinks that a tad bit odd?
She's coming.
And these sharks, they aren't just breaking down doors for the sheer joy of it, are they? Yeah. Just what the hell did you do to those sharks?
Their brains weren't large enough to harvest sufficient amounts of the protein complex. Violated the Harvard Compact. Jim and I used gene therapies to increase their brain mass. Larger brain means more protein. As a side effect, the sharks got smarter.
You stupid bitch.
All right, people. These sharks are thinking hard and clear. So here's the riddle. What does an 8,000-pound Mako shark with a brain the size of a flathead V8 engine and no natural predators think of?
I'm not waiting around here to find out.
Hey guys, once again, just want to thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to click the little logo on the bottom right of the video. That will automatically subscribe you. And until next time, guys, Deep Blue Sea 2 coming soon.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.